no reprieve has been given to Rahul Gandhi. This is definitely not something that was unexpected by Rahul Gandhi's lawyers. And what we have, I think, is it has rejected. It is now official that Rahul Gandhi's request for staying that conviction has been rejected by the Gujarat High Court. His lawyer, Mr. Abhishek Singhvi, had all along said that this is not really so much of a surprise. They will now, of course, knock at the door of the Supreme Court. Mr. Singhvi will be briefing the media at 3 o'clock this afternoon at the Congress headquarters. And it's in that context that Mr. Rahul Gandhi will try his last legal reprieve, and that is the Supreme Court of India, which should hopefully take place in the next few days.
Right, so initial reports, preliminary reports at this stage. We are waiting for a confirmation from the High Court, but as per preliminary reports, it doesn't seem likely that there's been any reprieve for Rahul Gandhi. The court seems to have dismissed his petition and refused to stay his conviction, which means he will remain disqualified as a Lok Sabha MP as well, Sunil?
That's right. It's now confirmed, Parmeshwar. It's very clear that Rahul Gandhi has not got a legal reprieve. Right. The Gujarat High Court has not given him relief. His disqualification continues, and now he will move the appropriate next court, and that is the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land, to seek a stay on his conviction. His lawyer, Abhishek Singhvi, will be briefing the media at 3 o'clock this afternoon at the Congress headquarters. His lawyers, even though they have made that plea both in the Surat court as well as in the Gujarat High Court, don't say it's unexpected, because this is something that they had seen and hope, and they were hoping against hope that the Gujarat High Court would have listened to their legal arguments. We'll now have to wait and see what the Supreme Court does on this defamation suit, where there has been a conviction, and whether they will agree to staying that conviction and allowing Rahul Gandhi to be reinstated as a member of parliament. In case the Supreme Court does not give him a legal reprieve, that means Rahul Gandhi is ineligible to contest elections, not only for that 2-year period, but beyond that for another 6 years. So that means his political future as a member of parliament is really completely is going to be extremely difficult in the initial phase.
Right, so that will be a huge blow for the Congress, as we understand. But Rahul Gandhi will move the Supreme Court against the High Court order, as Sunil Prabhu is reporting. This is the breaking news story we're tracking. The court has dismissed Rahul Gandhi's petition and refused to stay his conviction. He does remain disqualified as a Lok Sabha MP as we speak. But Rahul Gandhi will not go to jail, as his 2-year sentence has already been put on hold by the Surat court. Is that correct, Sunil?
That's right. He will. That has already been put on hold. He was asking for a stay on the entire sentence that had been delivered. That hasn't happened at the present juncture. The High Court, the Gujarat High Court, has not given that relief. That was the plea that was made by Rahul Gandhi through his lawyers in the Gujarat High Court. And now the focus will shift to the Supreme Court, where they will seek legal reprieve in terms of a stay on that conviction.
Also, Sunil, Abhishek Manu Singhvi earlier, while seeking a stay on his conviction, had told the High Court that by denying Rahul Gandhi's plea for a stay on his conviction in such a case of alleged criminal defamation, the court will be rewriting the scope of the CRPC section 389?
Well, those are legal issues that Mr. Abhishek Singhvi. There are a host of issues that he had raised before the Gujarat High Court, and various pleas that had been made, various judgments were cited, various legal loopholes were pointed out in terms of what had happened and why Rahul Gandhi needed to be given a legal reprieve in terms of a stay on the conviction. But the Gujarat High Court, agreeing with the Surat High Court and this Surat Sessions Judge, in this context, we'll have to wait and see how things proceed, because there is, the legal recourse is long. It takes a long process till your conviction is being accepted. But nevertheless, this really brings a big question mark on Rahul Gandhi being allowed to continue as a member of parliament. And that's something that the Congress party, as well as Rahul Gandhi himself, have been requesting various courts of the land. This has to be fought, as has been said, right from day one when this conviction took place. One is legally, the other is politically. And politically, we have seen Rahul Gandhi continuing to take the offensive, to take on the Narendra Modi government, be it in Karnataka and elsewhere, where their focus continues to be on people's issues which are affecting them, like unemployment, price rise, and various other issues.
Sunil, as always, thank you so much for joining us with the latest information as far as breaking news is concerned. Do stay on with us. My colleague Sanket Upadhyay also joins us over the phone line. Sanket, a huge setback for Rahul Gandhi and his party. The High Court has rejected Rahul Gandhi's plea for a stay on his conviction. Now, while we know from his lawyers that he's going to move the Supreme Court, what does this mean for the Congress party ahead of the 2024 general election?
Well, the Congress was really hoping for a favourable verdict from the Gujarat High Court after the Surat Sessions Court announced that there will be no stay on conviction. So in that sense, this is a big blow because this immediately means that Rahul Gandhi's membership as Member Parliament will not be restored, at least not immediately. But for the Congress, there is still hope in the sense that there is the highest court of the law of the land, the Supreme Court. They will appeal there, as we have now started reporting. Rahul Gandhi and his battery of lawyers are going to take this matter to the Supreme Court to challenge the Sessions Court and now the Gujarat High Court order of not ordering a stay on the conviction. Immediately, political fallout, as we said, that he will continue to not remain an MP, which means he cannot enter Parliament. But in fact, if this continues in 2024, he may not be able to contest the elections as well. So all eyes now will be on the Supreme Court on whether he gets a favourable verdict or not whenever the Supreme Court decides to take up this case.
Right, Sanket, thank you so much for joining us with that update. Rahul Gandhi's membership as an MP will not be restored, at least not immediately, but there is hope for the Congress as they are going to be approaching the Supreme Court. But so far, the High Court has rejected Rahul Gandhi's plea in the Modi surname case. A huge setback for Rahul Gandhi as well as his party. Right, the breaking news story we're tracking is the Gujarat High Court has pronounced its verdict. There's a huge setback for Rahul Gandhi as the High Court rejects Rahul Gandhi's plea for a stay on his conviction. Now, the court has dismissed this petition and refused to stay Rahul Gandhi's conviction, so he will remain disqualified as a Lok Sabha MP. But the former Congress chief will not be sent to jail as his 2-year sentence has already been put on hold by the Surat court. We have been reporting this. The court has rejected Rahul Gandhi's plea for a stay on his conviction. In fact, on the 23rd of March, just a bit of a background for you, the Surat Magistrate Court had convicted Rahul Gandhi to 2 years of simple imprisonment in a complaint of criminal defamation filed by Surat West MLA Purnesh Modi over his remark as to why all thieves share the Modi surname during a political campaign in Karnataka in 2019.
नरेंद्र मोदी पे सवाल करने शुरू किए कि मोदी जी और अदानी जी आपके क्या रिश्ते हैं। ये ब्लैक मनी जो अलग अलग कंट्रीज से अदानी की कंपनियों में इन्वेस्ट हो रहा है उसमें किसका हाथ है।
Right, I'm told advocate from the Supreme Court, Aniket Nikam, joins us over the phone line currently. Aniket, we want to understand better. The Congress, we know, has been dealt a setback by the High Court currently. They are going to be knocking on the doors of the Supreme Court. What remedies can they apply currently?
See, the application that was moved by Mr. Gandhi was seeking stay to his conviction that was passed by the Magistrate Court. Now, since he was convicted in a defamation matter, he also lost his membership of the Parliament. And therefore, that was the reason why he was seeking a stay of his conviction so that he can renew his membership with the Parliament. Now, since that has been dismissed, his only way out is to approach the Supreme Court and challenge the orders of the High Court as well as of the Magistrate Court, which has refused to stay his conviction.
Right, but the High Court has earlier been told that the trial was vitiated, that the conviction is neither an offence of moral turpitude nor does it compromise a serious offence.
No, you have to understand that what the High Court has refused today is to stay his conviction. His appeal is yet to be heard. However, his application seeking stay on that conviction has been dismissed because probably the High Court feels, and that is what the law of the Supreme Court is, that only in rare circumstances should the court stay the conviction. So suspension of sentence is one part where an accused who is convicted, his sentence gets suspended, is released on bail. But for him to contest elections, for him to be in parliament, he needs a stay to his conviction also, which application it seems today High Court has refused. And then now he will have to approach the Supreme Court against the order.
Right. We've also got Sanjay Hegde, senior advocate, joining us over the phone line currently. Mr. Hegde, Rahul Gandhi's membership will not be restored as an MP, at least not immediately. What exactly does this mean for the Congress, and what options do they have to appeal as far as their legal battle is concerned?
No, I am not a politician, and so it would be up to the Congress to decide what it wants. The legal battle moves to the Supreme Court. The question is of a stay of the conviction. Or, see, this is one of those very, very rare cases in defamation where the full impact of a 2-year sentence has been imposed. Anybody who has been sentenced to 2 years imprisonment stands disqualified. So the question is, until the 2-year sentence is stayed, until the conviction itself is stayed, there cannot be a requalification. So I do expect Mr. Gandhi to move the Supreme Court. I do not know how soon the Supreme Court will be able to hear this matter finally, because even if it decides that there is a case worth hearing, it would have to issue notice to the other side. And by the time that the matter is heard and a judgment finally passed, going by the timelines, it may well be that one more session of Parliament gets done with.